You know what it's like. You go down to the park for a kickabout with your mates, you mark out a pitch with your jumpers, then you spend the rest of the game arguing about whether the ball was offside. Well, a lot of people have come up with portable goalposts, but now 2 football coaches have gone one step further and made an entire stadium that fits in a bag.
Jim and I have been coaching football for about 10 years. We originally started coaching on a hardcourt area, playing 5-a-side, but we were having a lot of difficulty before we started our sessions with having to clear off broken glass and stones, and the area was basically very dangerous.
Obviously, grass is good because it's much safer, but you lose the sense of the stadium-like enclosure which we had on the hard court. That's why we wanted to create that on grass.
So they put on their thinking caps and came up with a brilliant idea.
We realised we needed something to pen the kids in, to give a stadium atmosphere, and it needed to be portable, and it could really go down anywhere.
But if they were going to make a prototype, they'd need to get some money together. So they went round their local shops and businesses to see if they could raise any funds.
The reason I gave them money was I thought it was an excellent idea to get the kids off the street, stop them getting into trouble and doing something that they very much enjoy.
I think it was an excellent idea, and I was happy to help.
Within a short period of time, we'd got the money placed. With that, we decided to take our drawings along to a local manufacturer who seemed perfect for the job.
They found a man with experience building castles, bouncy castles that is, to help them make their prototype.
When Jim and John first contacted me with the idea of making this portable soccer pitch, I thought it was a very good idea. Initially, we used the heavy-duty PVC coated material, but this proved to be very cumbersome, and it also proved to be very expensive to produce. So we had to have a major rethink and come up with a different idea. We then produced one based on the idea of a bouncing castle, which is an inflatable one. Once again, this worked okay, it worked perfectly well, but it was very expensive and very cumbersome. We then decided to use what is known as debris netting. Very easy to work with, it did the job really well, and the price was very competitive.
It took them over 2 years and £3,000 to perfect their prototype, but when they did, they were jumping for joy.
With our final prototype, we'd achieved what we set out to do, and that was to create a 4-a-side stadium that's portable, with its own unique rules and regulations.
So not only have they created a stadium, but a whole new game called short football. There are no markings, goalkeepers or offside rules. Play is continuous and penalties tallied and awarded at the end of the game.
Go on, Sam, you want it? That's good. Go on, Sam, shoot. Great goal, Sam.
Both amateur and professional footballers have shown huge interest in the portable short football stadium.
Great goal again.
As an ex-footballer and as a coach, I think it's important to be able to control 20 children in a safe environment. As you can see from the pitch, though, in that environment, the nature of the game means the ball is constantly in play, which means you keep their attention all the time, and you get plenty of action in this, and that's why I think it's a good idea.
The idea has been so successful locally that we decided to run a mini World Cup at which some 300 plus children attended. It was well supported by local businesses and the Coventry City Council, and everybody had great fun over the 2 days.
Our first customers were the Bobby Charlton Soccer School in Manchester, who were so impressed they ordered 4 for their soccer schools all around the UK. We've since supplied 4 locally for the inner cities in Coventry.
But what we'd really like is for it to move forward, to be available in schools, to be available in football clubs, to be available for the local communities. And really what we need is somebody that's going to come in and back it for us and help us to achieve that. The reason I think short football is such a good thing is because it's portable, it's safe, it's good for all abilities, it encourages everybody, and most of all, it's very exciting.
It's a great introduction to soccer, our national sport, for both boys and girls.